Today, July 10th, Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. You're about to hear wonderful news, and it all traces back to that last decision you made. Open this immediately, my beloved child. Pay close attention now. This isn't just any message, this is the one I've been waiting to deliver, ever since you made that recent choice, the one you thought no one noticed. But heaven noticed, I noticed, Archangel Michael noticed. And today, July 10th, I have commanded the skies to part, the energy to realign, and the winds of divine change to move in your direction, because your name is written into something sacred today, and good news is drawing closer to you, yes you. But before I tell you what's approaching, let me show you why. When you chose compassion, even though you were hurting, I saw that. When you whispered, I trust you God, with tears sliding down your face, I heard every word. When you took that step of faith, though your legs trembled, I felt it. And because of that very act, your blessing was activated. This isn't just chance, this is an order from the divine, and Archangel Michael is right by your side now, trying to speak truth to your spirit. You haven't been forgotten, you are not falling behind, and you will not be left out this time. You thought it was over, but heaven is just now beginning. And if you think today is just another ordinary day, you're mistaken, because the one you've been praying about, is thinking about you too. But not in the way you might expect. They've uncovered something deeply meaningful, and they're about to speak. Get ready, because what's coming will make you pause, breathe, and say, can this really be happening for me? Yes it can, and it is, right now, and no force can stop it. Subscribe immediately, because if you miss what's coming next, you might miss the very answer your soul's been longing for. The doors that once shut in your face, they were actually rerouting you. That quiet that felt unbearable, it was me preparing the perfect sound of your breakthrough. And the person you thought had forgotten you, their spirit has been unsettled, since the last time you interacted. They tried to move on, but your name continues to echo, even in their dreams, especially now, because this connection isn't finished. Someone significant is about to open their heart, in a way they never have before. It will catch you by surprise, yet feel profoundly true, because it is. This isn't an ending, this is the divine shift. And if I revealed just how near your miracle really is, your heart would skip a beat. But I won't spoil it, instead, I ask you to prepare yourself, because once this good news arrives, your tears will mean something new. They won't be tears of pain, but tears of awe, from finally feeling truly seen. I, the Lord your God, have always seen you. Even when you stood alone in the hallway, unsure of which door would open. Even when you whispered late at night, God, are you even listening to me? I was listening, and now you'll understand why I waited, not to punish you, but to make everything perfect. Because what's coming, it's more beautiful than what you even prayed for. And the person involved, they're going to astonish you. They're going to say something you never imagined hearing, and it will completely shift your perspective. No more confusion, no more uncertainty. This is not just a message, it is confirmation. And Archangel Michael, yes Michael himself, has been battling in the spiritual realm, to ensure this exact message finds you today. So once again, open your heart, open your eyes, step into this moment with unwavering faith, because what you do in these next few minutes, will influence how swiftly this blessing reaches you. That's why I've sent this now, without delay, because something is already moving behind the curtain. Someone is keeping a close watch on your journey, not to harm you, but to shield what is about to be born in your life. This is a divine orchestration. Your name is being spoken in rooms you've never stepped into. Your image is being looked at, with a depth of love you haven't even experienced yet. And very soon, someone is going to speak words that will feel too good to be true, but they will be real. This isn't a possibility, it's a definite yes. It's yes from heaven, yes from their heart, and yes from me. I know you're exhausted from all the false starts. I truly do. But this isn't another one, this is the moment I promised you, and you made it. Now stay alert, because signs are going to appear quickly. You'll hear a certain name, you'll see a specific number, you'll sense an unexpected shift in energy. Don't disregard it, don't doubt it, just know it's me. Because today, July 10th, is the precise date I marked in your story, long before your first breath. And today begins a brand new chapter, one where you no longer have to chase, or beg, or pretend. All you have to do is receive. So receive it now. The good news is approaching your door. That quiet act of obedience, your last decision, it triggered movement in the heavens, and Archangel Michael stands guard by your side. You are not abandoned, and you are certainly not late. You're arriving right on time. This is me, your God, speaking directly to your soul. Get ready to rejoice, because very soon you will understand why the wait was necessary. You'll realize who's been watching over you. You'll recognize what's been growing all this time. And more than anything, you'll feel just how deeply you are cherished, because I was never gone, not once. And now it's time, I show you just how faithful I've always been. Stay strong, my child, the good news is already making its way to you. My beloved, today is not simply another day. This is July 10th, and I, Archangel Michael, command you to pause what you're doing, and open your heart fully to this divine message. Don't overlook this, don't put it off, because what's coming will feel like a heavenly surprise, and it's all tied to a recent choice you made. That decision, the one you thought might not matter, has become the very reason why good news is rushing toward you right now. You might not yet see it, but a major shift has already occurred. Heaven has whispered your name, someone on earth has begun thinking of you in a new way. And I, Michael, have been given instructions to tell you. Be ready for the outcome you've quietly prayed for. A voice is calling your name in the spiritual realm, someone is looking for you, because they've just realized you are the answer they've been seeking. This isn't merely a message, it's your divine wake-up call. Your breakthrough is closer than your next breath, and you have no idea how long heaven has been aligning circumstances on your behalf. Yes, people have been speaking about you behind your back, but not in the way you might fear, in a way that can change your life. They're thinking about how to find you, connect with you, support you, and love you. Because that last decision you made, though it may have been difficult, has aligned you perfectly for this moment. Pause here, if you're feeling something stirring within you, it's not random. That's heaven nudging you, so pay attention, this is crucial. Before I continue revealing what's been divinely shown to me, I ask you with every bit of light and love in my being. If you believe these messages are meant for you, if your heart feels drawn to the voice of God, to the angels, and to truth that reaches you, when no one else can see your tears, then subscribe now. Not for my sake, but for your own. The journey you've just begun will need heavenly guidance, true spiritual protection, and consistent divine messages to keep you steady. Let's walk this path together. Let this channel remain a sacred bridge between you and the divine. Now let's return to what your soul truly needs to hear today. The angels are softly saying, they aren't ready for this good news, but they absolutely deserve it. You've been carrying so much, haven't you? The quiet prayers, the battles no one else knows about, those moments you nearly gave up, but chose faith anyway. That is what has set this good news into motion. Your decision initiated something in the spiritual realm, a sequence of events that now cannot be stopped. Someone has been stirred, a conversation has taken place, a message or a call is in preparation, and it directly involves you. Not due to chance, not because of random fortune, but because heaven sees you, and I, Archangel Michael, have been personally overseeing this sacred moment. Even now as you take in these words, someone is looking at your name, reviewing what you once said or did, remembering your warmth, and trying to summon the courage to reach out. They've been silent, yes, but their heart has been speaking your name. And it's not only about love, it could be related to your career, family, home, or something that brings lasting blessings. And here's the most beautiful part, they're coming forward soon. But hear this, there's one final thing I need you to know. The enemy tried to delay this, someone tried to make you doubt yourself, tried to cloud your vision. But your inner light, your unwavering strength, your quiet faith, it shattered every obstacle. You passed a hidden test, even if you didn't know you were being tested. Now the outcome of that test is about to be revealed, and it's dressed in joy, favor, peace, and clear direction. You'll feel the change within days, something will align effortlessly. The confusion will lift, your heart will feel lighter, because the weight of uncertainty will be gone. That's how you'll know, this wasn't just a message, it was confirmation. So hear me one more time, today July 10th, I Archangel Michael have been directed to reach you. I've been waiting for the perfect moment, the right timing, and the exact condition of your spirit, to whisper this into your being, and now that time has arrived. Don't ignore what you're feeling, don't brush this off. Something sacred is coming your way, delivered with divine timing, you may not understand just yet. But soon you will. And when it arrives, it will bring a peace so deep, it will move you to tears, not of pain, but of profound peace. And you will finally know why it all had to happen, just the way it did. This peace isn't random, it's confirmation. It's the evidence that the heavens have already moved something out of your way. Where once there was delay, now there is momentum. Where there was confusion, now there's clarity. Archangel Michael is drawing your attention to the internal shift happening within you at this very moment. Your chest feels lighter, because the burdens you silently carried are now being lifted by angelic hands. You didn't have to beg, you just had to believe. And you did, even when it was hard, you kept your hope alive. Even when everything screamed at you to quit, you whispered to yourself, just a little longer. That whisper echoed into the spiritual realm, and it's what set all of this in motion. You were never forgotten. Even when it seemed like heaven was silent, the angels were active. They were rerouting people, recalibrating events, and preparing you for this moment of divine arrival. There is a divine reason why things didn't happen when you expected them to. If they had, you wouldn't be as ready as you are now. There's a depth inside of you that only came through the waiting. There's a resilience in your spirit that only formed through those lonely nights and unanswered prayers. Archangel Michael says, "This is the hour your faith cashes in." You invested tears, silence, long walks, aching prayers, and now the heavens are honoring every single seed you planted in faith. There's a person who's been thinking about you consistently. You've entered their dreams, you've shown up in their thoughts at odd times. They don't fully understand why, but heaven does. You were connected to them for a divine reason, and now that connection is being reawakened. But this time it's coming with revelation. They're seeing you differently, they're feeling the weight of what they lost, and they're making their way back, not just to rekindle something, but to bring something forward that's been kept hidden until now. Prepare your heart for honesty, prepare for tears, prepare for the kind of truth that frees both of you from the chains of the past. Meanwhile, something is moving in your finances. That pressure you've felt, it's about to be replaced by provision. An unexpected release is coming, funds, help, a new door. You're not imagining the sudden inspiration you feel. That business idea, that creative pull, that urge to reach out to someone, it's not just you, it's heaven nudging you. That's how divine timing works. It doesn't just open doors, it prepares your heart to walk through them. Archangel Michael says to trust what you're sensing right now. That warm flutter, that inner push, that feeling that something is about to change, it's not emotional hype, it's spiritual confirmation. Even nature has been echoing this message to you. The wind has felt different, the colors around you have seemed more vivid. A part of you has been waking up slowly, as if something dormant inside you is rising again. That's not random, that's divine alignment. You're no longer in survival mode, you're stepping into fulfillment. What once felt so far away, is now knocking at your door. And it won't be subtle. The message will be clear, the door will be obvious, you won't have to second guess, you won't have to beg for clarity, the signs will surround you. And yes, there will still be people who don't understand your shift. That's okay, they weren't shown the vision, they didn't feel the weight of your private battles. Some will wonder why blessings are chasing you down. They won't know how many nights you cried, how many times you chose not to give up. But you'll know, you'll feel it in your bones, that this isn't luck, it's legacy, it's harvest. You're entering the season of answered prayers, and it will happen quickly. Archangel Michael urges you, don't downplay what's coming. You've been humble, you've been quiet, but this next chapter will make noise. It will draw attention, not to glorify you, but to magnify what God can do, through someone who stayed faithful. Keep your phone close, check your inbox, revisit that forgotten opportunity. A whisper is coming, and it will lead to something visible. This is not a maybe, this is already in motion. Someone is recommending you for something big. Your name is being dropped, in conversations behind closed doors. There is divine favor resting on your name right now, and no amount of envy or opposition can stop what has already been ordained. You're not just entering a new chapter, you're being launched into a new story altogether. One where joy isn't temporary, one where peace is permanent. If you've been sensing that something is building, you're right. The spiritual tension you felt is the sign of a breakthrough, pressing against the walls of your current life. It's about to burst through, and you must be ready. Be open, be present, be expecting. The next 3 days are spiritually charged, and even your dreams will carry more weight. Pay attention to what you see, to who you meet, and to what keeps repeating. Heaven is speaking through repetition now, using signs, numbers, and even music, to confirm what your soul already knows. That's the beauty of alignment. Your spirit recognizes what your eyes haven't seen yet. There's also healing on the way. Deep inner healing, that you thought would take years, is going to begin shifting in mere moments. A weight you've grown used to carrying is being lifted. That bitterness you tried to pray away is being melted by grace. And that heartache that made you question your worth, it's being rewritten by truth. You were never unworthy, you were always chosen. And now what once broke you will no longer define you. You will speak about it, but without the sting. You will remember it, but without the ache. That's how complete the healing will be. Archangel Michael leans in again. Child, stay alert, stay ready. The moment you've been waiting for is closer than your next breath. You won't need to chase it, it's already on the way. And when it comes, it will make sense, why certain people couldn't stay, why specific paths were blocked, why silence echoed longer than you thought you could bear. The divine was not ignoring you, the divine was preparing everything to be undeniable. You are being watched over, in ways you cannot yet see. Protection has gone before you, provision has been placed ahead of you. And now it's time for your steps to align with what's already been arranged. You don't have to force anything, you just have to keep walking in faith. The shift is already here, the change has already begun. And while you've been reading this, something inside you has started to breathe again. That's your spirit recognizing home, that's your soul recognizing alignment. The next few hours will bring signs, and the next few days will bring movement. Stay grounded, stay open, and remember, this was never just a message, this was a spiritual invitation into a reality that's already unfolding, just for you. And you're going to know, deep in your soul, that it was always meant for you. No more second guessing, no more shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that never honored you. This time the opportunity will match your growth, this time you will not have to beg for a seat at the table, because a whole new table is being built, with your name already carved into the wood. It's not just a seat, it's a calling, and you are being positioned, not by coincidence, but by divine hands. Archangel Michael is preparing your path in real time. Right now, in realms beyond what your eyes can see, there are alignments happening, that will feel like sudden miracles, but they're not sudden at all. They've been in motion, since the moment your heart first broke, and you chose to keep believing anyway. Every time you said I surrender, something moved. Every tear became a seed. And now the harvest is breaking through the soil of your life. You are about to walk into something that will leave you speechless, not because it's flashy, but because it fits you perfectly. You might feel unprepared, you might feel unworthy. But heaven says, you are exactly who this blessing was shaped for. Stop disqualifying yourself because of old wounds. Stop assuming others are more deserving. What's coming to you is not a favor, it's a fulfillment. A divine delivery, that's arriving right on time. You don't need to chase, perform, or pretend. You just need to stay open, stay expectant, and keep walking, with a spirit that says I believe. Because your belief is what's keeping the heavens moving on your behalf. This is your confirmation. That restlessness in your spirit, that's not fear, that's preparation. That's your soul stretching, getting ready to hold more joy than it's ever carried before. The weight of sorrow is being exchanged for the weight of glory, and the shift will feel like fresh air after years of holding your breath. You won't need to explain it, you won't need to prove anything. The evidence will speak for itself. They'll see the light on your face, and know something divine has touched you. And child, this light doesn't come from the world, it comes from being held by God, in secret places. It comes from being carried by angels, through unseen battles. It comes from surviving what should have broken you, and still showing up, with love in your heart. That's what makes you different, that's what makes you chosen. You never stopped showing up, even when it hurt, even when no one clapped, even when the loneliness was loud, and the silence felt like punishment. Heaven noticed. Archangel Michael is drawing a circle around your name right now. He is placing you in alignment, with the answer you've been waiting for, and it's not going to look like what you expected. It's going to be better. The kind of better, that only God could have written. You'll understand soon, why the old door had to shut, why the people who walked away couldn't stay, why the delay was divine. Because what's entering your life now, wouldn't have fit, through that old season's gate. You're being positioned for impact, for purpose, for peace, that doesn't shatter when storms come. You're stepping into a version of your life, that is lighter, because you've finally learned how to let go. You no longer need everyone to understand you, you no longer need to explain your calling. What's coming will speak louder than any defense you could ever offer. It will announce you, it will carry your essence, into rooms you haven't even imagined yet. And while you wait, because yes, there is still a breath of waiting left, stay soft, stay kind, stay present. The temptation to give up is strongest, right before the breakthrough. The heaviness always increases, just before it lifts. So if you're feeling pressure, if you're feeling exhausted, just know you're closer than you think. Closer than ever. This is not the time to stop, this is not the time to question if it's working, it is, even when it looks still, especially then. Listen, there is a shift in the heavens, with your name on it. Something delayed is now being expedited, something hidden is being revealed, something blocked is being released. And not because you forced it, but because you flowed with grace. Because you didn't let bitterness harden you, because you trusted even when the path was dim. Archangel Michael wants you to know this, you are not waiting for favor anymore, you're walking into it. Right now, as you breathe, people are being stirred in their hearts, to remember you, to reach out, to open doors. Angels are whispering your name, in the ears of those with power to help you. Not because you asked them to, but because God did, because your spirit cried out, in moments you thought no one saw. And heaven answers those cries, with movement, with mercy, with miracles, wrapped in perfect timing. So get ready, don't brace for disappointment, expect joy. Don't shrink in fear, stand in faith. You are about to be surprised, in the best way possible. You'll wake up one morning soon, and it will all make sense. The timing, the delays, the closed doors, the unanswered prayers. It will come together, not like a puzzle piece you forced into place, but like a masterpiece you forgot was being painted all along. And when it happens, don't be afraid of the joy, let it flood in, let it overflow, let yourself believe that it's safe to smile again, that it's okay to breathe easier, that this happiness wasn't borrowed, it was promised. It's yours, and it's arriving now, not because you chased it, but because you trusted the one who called you. This season will be marked by restoration, by clarity, by peace that doesn't leave. And you'll begin to notice small confirmations, showing up before the big ones do. A word, a sign, a moment of peace, that didn't come from your circumstances. That's heaven's way of saying, it's already begun. Stay open, stay aligned. Because Archangel Michael is still standing by your side, and the message is not finished. There's more to unfold, more to witness, more to receive. And it's all coming faster than you think. And now that the shift has begun, you're about to witness how quickly things can turn around when heaven gives the green light. You've waited, not in weakness, but in faith. You've been still, not because you were stuck, but because you trusted the timing of something bigger than yourself. And now that divine timing is unfolding, right before your eyes. It might not come the way you imagined, but when it comes, you'll recognize the fingerprints of heaven, all over it. You will walk into rooms, where the energy changes, because of your presence. You'll be offered things you didn't apply for. You'll be remembered by people who should have forgotten you. And all of this will happen, without you having to force it, because it's not by your strength, but by God's favor. What was delayed is now being delivered, what was denied is now being approved, and what was broken is now being rebuilt, stronger than ever. You may have felt invisible to the world, but you were never unseen, in the eyes of heaven. Every silent tear, every whispered prayer, every late-night surrender, it was all recorded. And now the record is being played, in the throne room, and the response is coming swiftly. The answers are no longer being written in the future, they're being released into your present. And the peace you've started to feel lately, that's confirmation. You're aligned, you're in position, you're exactly where you need to be, for what's about to happen next. Don't be surprised if something that once made you cry, now brings you peace. Don't be shocked when the ones who counted you out start seeking you out. The very thing that once wounded you will become your witness. The story that once caused you shame will now be your testimony of strength. You are not what they said about you, you are not defined by the delays, you are who God called, and heaven has already gone ahead to make a way. Pay attention to the details around you, little signs will start appearing, feathers, numbers, names, dreams, and these are not coincidences. They're confirmations. The atmosphere is shifting, the angels are closer, and the next few days will carry more change than the last few months. This is not the moment to shrink back, this is your cue to stand tall, be bold, be expectant, because what you've waited for is not just coming, it's arriving. And when it comes, it will come with clarity. No more confusion, no more anxiety. You'll know what's meant for you, because it will feel like peace. It won't demand you beg, it won't come with mixed signals, it will show up with the calm assurance of something that's been divinely sent. You won't have to question it, because everything inside you will say, "This is it, this is the moment I've been prepared for." Remember, what's unfolding now isn't just about you. It's also about the people connected to your purpose. Your obedience is unlocking blessings for others, your endurance is inspiring someone else to keep going. You don't even realize how powerful your journey has been in the spiritual realm. But heaven knows, and heaven is rewarding you openly for the things you endured privately. You're going to notice a new boldness rising in you. The fear that once silenced you is lifting, the insecurities that once held you back are being broken. And the confidence that comes from heaven is about to take over your thoughts, your words, your decisions. You're not who you used to be, you've grown, and now you're being shown. Watch how things begin to align, without you pushing. Watch how the right people show up, at the right time. Watch how resources you didn't even ask for find their way to you. It's all because you chose to trust, even when it didn't make sense. And that choice, that last quiet decision, is now the very thing heaven is using to pour out blessings upon blessings over your life. So don't stop now, don't get discouraged if you don't see the full picture yet. Seeds are sprouting underground, where your eyes can't see. But you will see the harvest, and it's going to be greater than you dreamed. Yes, even those dreams you let go of, God didn't forget them, He's reviving them with new life, in new form, and in better timing than you could have ever planned. Archangel Michael is still standing guard, protecting you from what was meant to distract you in this hour. That's why some things fell apart, because they weren't meant to walk with you into what's next. Let them go with peace, don't mourn the closed doors, rejoice, because those closures were heaven's way of clearing your path. And as you step forward into the unknown, know this, you are not walking alone. The Spirit of God goes before you, lighting every step. The angels surround you, whispering courage into your soul. And every fear is being replaced by divine assurance. You will not miss it, you will not mess it up, what is meant for you is marked for you, and no one can take it. Hold your head high, because what's coming is honorable. It will validate the quiet strength you carried all these years. It will answer the questions that haunted you in the silence. It will restore the parts of your heart that you thought were too shattered to heal. And when it comes, you'll realize, it was always meant to be this way. Your name is being written on blessings that were hidden until now. Your feet are being guided to places of favor. And your heart is being prepared for a joy that doesn't just visit, but stays. Don't let fear tell you otherwise, don't let doubt convince you that you're not ready. You are ready, you've been ready, and heaven agrees. So when the message comes, say yes. When the call comes, answer it. When the door opens, walk through it. You've waited long enough, you've cried long enough, you've wondered long enough. Now is your time, your miracle doesn't need your help, just your faith. And child, your faith has already moved mountains. Let this message settle into your spirit, read it again if you need to, share it if it moved your heart. But most of all, believe it. Because what's coming is too close to turn back now. The angels are rejoicing, heaven is preparing the moment, and soon your life will never look the same again. Amen.